So I like to do a little recap of why I do this, but then I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. So I'm doing 5 days a week. Been doing 5 days a week for like, I don't know, 10 years lifting, but I wanna go live to try to encourage people to lift as well, get their exercise. But today, oh my goodness, today we're doing a snatch complex and a clean and jerk complex, which means it's like 20 reps. It's gonna feel like cardio. It's gonna be terrible. But I got squats first, then snatch and clean and jerk. Every day is leg day. Who else does leg every day? Yesterday, it was a heavy. I got to 405 squat, back squat, double. So I didn't feel like I was gonna do it, but I got it. I was trying to go for 3, but dumped it on the third one. But today's squats again. But I found the more I work out, the better I feel, the more, I guess, energy, capacity, I don't know, I just feel better. So I lift. Who else is lifting? New Year's resolution. Well, if you're still lifting now, was it the 27th? If you're still lifting after a month, more than likely you might still be around. It's making it February 1st. That's the trick. That's the trick. Most people give up by February 1st. Should be February Fool's Day. Which has got me thinking, do you guys ever know why April Fool's Day? You guys really know the reason why there's an April Fool's Day? Because, before I get there, I'm gonna keep warming up. Before I get to exactly why there's April Fool's Day, isn't it weird how some of our months are weirdly named? Like, why is October the 10th month, but Octa is 8? That's just weird. And then September. Then you got December is 10. December is 10, but it's the 12th month. So when you're thinking about the calendar, do you know our Gregorian calendar that we have now is fairly new? In fact, we used to have 13 months in the year, and then they cut it down. Now we have 12 months in the year. And you know how New Year starts? January 1st is our new year. When there was 13 months, every month was 28 days. Yeah, isn't that weird? Now we have 12 months. And on top of that, the days are weird, dates are weird. Well, there was Julius Caesar. He wanted his own month. That's why we have July. August is from whatever king, whatever. I can't remember who it was. But then when you think about, we used to have, the beginning of the new year was when spring happened, not in the middle of winter. It was actually, the new year was going around the agriculture calendar. You know, in the winter, nothing really grows. Most things don't grow. So why would that be a new year? So the new year used to be April 1st. New year used to be April 1st. And people who were not getting with the times, or the government or whoever, society, telling everybody that, hey, we're switching to a new calendar. It's no longer 13 months, no longer 28 days. It's 12 months and a bunch of different dates. And then or different days in each month. They're gonna have 1 month every 4 years. We're gonna have an extra day. February 29th, leap year. So that they also wanted to make sure that our rhythm was not normal. In the winter, usually you slow down because there's less sun. So that's what April Fools came about. People who did not, and I'm seriously, look it up. Like, I had to look it up. I was like, there's no way, this is weird. But the people who did not get on board with the, I would just call it the government, the powers, they termed them April Fools. That's why April 1st used to be, or that date used to be beginning of the year. And they started calling all those people April Fools because they were fooled to believe that the calendar of 13 months was right and the calendar of 12 months was wrong. So they fooled us all. Isn't that weird? I mean, they would think. Sorry, I gotta do squats first. I already know that. I already looked it up. So you would think if it's even round numbers, 13 months, 28 days, they're all the same. Okay, that would work. Same thing with the lunar calendar, or the moon does, every 28 days. But no, let's change it to where 12 months, and some months are 30 days, some months are 31 days, some months are 28 days, once every 4 years, it's 29 days in February. Let's make it more complicated than it should be. That seems like what the government or the people in power needed, but then the people who were not getting with the program, they were the ones that were the fools. Everybody else told them. You're a fool. I had no idea I was gonna get on that topic of April Fools. That was weird. But it's true. Look it up. Absolutely look it up. I don't know about you, but I like learning about history, more like what actual history is. And I usually talk about real estate and gold and silver and lifting weights, but I like conspiracy theories. They're just fun to learn about. I won't get too deep into conspiracy theories because I don't want to get killed. Because it seems like people who find out of a conspiracy somewhat disappear, which is weird. Okay, we'll get off that. On a side note, another conspiracy. Did you see gold and silver? Silver's at $112 an ounce. Where just a year ago it was at $30 an ounce. What's going on there? Maybe it was artificially kept low. Like artificially kept at $20 an ounce. And then now all of a sudden something's happening. Well, you know what's really happening? All the other countries, they're not liking the dollar, meaning the American dollar, many different reasons. Inflation it's used as a way to hurt other countries. But they're like, well, we're done with the dollar, so they're buying silver. Well, and gold, but other countries are buying gold and silver, tons of it. When I say tons, it's not metaphorical. They're literally buying tons of it because, man, I'm getting a bunch of, this is not a conspiracy, but I'm getting a bunch of things that I didn't think I would. So back in the 70s, Richard Nixon, terrible person, took us off the gold standard. Our dollar used to be pegged or backed by gold. He took us off that. Now it's just backed by the federal government. And since then, everybody, all the other countries, have been forced to use the dollar for their currency. Obviously, everybody else has their own currency, but like the main exchange that everybody would, go from one to another, it would go back to the dollar. Now, because of all of the printing the Federal Reserve has done, which is not a federal government, by the way, all the printing that the Federal Reserve has done, it's just a bunch of banks. What they've done, they cause this massive inflation. You've seen it. That inflation makes the dollar worth less. So $100 20 years ago can only buy you $50 worth of stuff now. With that, only being able to buy, if you hold on to money, dollars, I say that's not money, it's currency, you eventually lose all your money, all your currency. So that's why governments are buying gold and silver. That's why they're getting away from the dollar, but they're also a big thing that was, I gotta find a new song. A big thing that did happen, instead of being on gold, where the dollar was not on gold anymore, it was actually pegged or backed by oil. Saudi Arabia and all the countries that have oil. I gotta do just that. All the countries that did have oil, they were the ones that were allowing it to be backed by the dollar. You have to buy it with the dollar. A lot of different reasons. Think about like war in Iraq and all that sort of stuff. Hey, we got to get oil, but I won't go down that rabbit hole. Now, Saudi Arabia and all the oil countries, they're allowing people to buy oil outside of the dollar. Everything from like rupees to, I think they are, but like, I don't know which countries it are specifically, but I know it's not just the dollar. So like the renminbi, Chinese yuan, all the other countries, they're able to use not the dollar. So countries are dumping the dollar and they're buying tons of gold and silver. Now you might be asking me, should I buy some now? Hold on a second, let me do this. Whew. Okay, my legs from 405 double yesterday, tried to get a third but dropped it. My legs are a little tired, and my knee, right knee, is not happy with me right now. I just felt it. All right, so the question you didn't ask, but I'll answer. You might be thinking, should I buy gold and silver right now? Well, it comes down to your perspective, what you're gonna do with it, your goal, or how long you're gonna hold it. So imagine, my kids are, oldest one's 17 now, but imagine when my 17-year-old is my age, it's a long time from now. What will gold and silver be then? What price will gold and silver be then? It's gonna be a ton, or it's gonna be a lot more. Maybe the dollar might even be gone. So if you're gonna hold on to it for, let's say, 20 years, you buy it now, hold on to it for 20 years, you're gonna be happy, or your kids and grandkids are gonna be happy. But if you're thinking, well, Dustin, I wanna buy it now and then sell it later, because it's gonna keep going up, you can. I'll just tell you what I'm doing. I'm not selling it now. I'm not buying any now, because it's a store of the money that you have, currency you have inside gold and silver. I'll give it to my kids, and they can sell it if they want at, let's say, $400 an ounce for silver instead of 100. But here's the thought, too. The reason why I'm not buying anymore right now, it's been a parabolic spike. Like, it's just shot up $30 to $118 in a year. That's not normal. And what goes up must come down. I believe, or at least is what I'm doing. You buy whatever you want. What I'm doing is I am gonna wait for it to come back down. Let's say if it gets down to 70, 80, 70, $60, I'll buy some more. Because it has to come back down. Nothing ever goes up like that and doesn't correct. All right. Okay, well, this is feeling okay. My legs are feeling better than I thought they would. So there's the things I consume my time with are fun things that I enjoy, like Olympic lifting, investing in real estate, learning about conspiracy theories. Fun fact, you know when the term conspiracy theory came up and who put it out, or who was the first one to start saying it? You guys know? This might get me killed saying this. Nah, a lot of people say it, so hopefully I won't be on the radar of bad people. If you know, put in the comment, when did the term conspiracy theory come up? Give me a sec, I'm trying to catch my breath. well, 4:05 on, or yesterday, double. Glad my legs aren't giving out. So who came up with the word conspiracy theory, the term? Well, it was, people were saying back in the, I don't remember when he was killed, but John F. Kennedy was assassinated. There was a lot of people saying that our government did it, just one person. That our government did it and other agencies did it to kill Kennedy. And with that, they started pointing at the government. Well, I won't say the specific 3 letters agency that created it, but it's the one that's like overthrown governments, the one that does secret stuff. They started, they came up with that term. Oh, that's just a conspiracy theory. That's a conspiracy theory. You're crazy, kind of like April Fools. You're an April Fool to believe that there's 13 months. This is the new calendar. So our government came up with the term conspiracy theory when JFK was killed, because a lot of people were thinking that our government had something to do with it. Then our government started saying, no, that's just a conspiracy theory, calling everybody a conspiracy theorist. All right, here we go. 365. Let's see if I can get 3. That was okay. Yep, okay, so I shared a lot. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Or have you guys heard this stuff too? Or, well, don't go tell the government any of the stuff I just shared with you. Yeah, I'm crazy. It's just fun to think. It's probably, whoa, whoa, whoa. That was crazy. So sorry. I apologize. I've literally never done that before. Oh my goodness. As soon as I pulled it off, I was like, oh no, I forgot to take off the backside. Well, that's embarrassing, and I'm glad you're okay.
It's okay. That's actually the second time that's happened to me.
No kidding.
In my life, yeah. The last time I was on a leg press machine, and there's a squat rack right next to it. Somebody did the same thing, and I'm not kidding you. It landed about where my ankles were, and then like flipped up onto the leg press machine. I was just glad that I wasn't actually doing the presses. I was just.
My goodness, I felt so bad. As soon as I was like, I hit the bar. It's going up. I went to grab it, hit the bar.
Yep, there it goes.
Well, I'm very glad you're okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Jeez, man, I feel terrible. Well, now you're going to be lifting a lot of weight because your adrenaline's really high. Well, I appreciate you being a good sport about it. I apologize. Wow, that was terrible. Well, here I am talking too much. And then things like that happen. Yes, I should. Yeah, you guys just saw that. I was live. Ugh. The bar. I've never done that before. Like, literally never done that before. But here I am talking way too much. And then in talking, wow. Okay, maybe I should delete this live stream because that is very embarrassing. All right, I would guess I just wasn't paying attention. Oh. All right, gonna have to move on, but I feel like a heel, total, and imagine if you would have got hurt. So if you didn't see it, I'm gonna explain it. When you take off weights, usually you want to make sure that it's not off balance on one side. Never done it before. Had 365, and so I just kept taking off plates. Usually I'll leave one 45-pound plate and then go do the other side. I'm so mad at myself. That's embarrassing. That's so terrible. All right, maybe I'm gonna have to delete this live stream because I should just give up and go home right now. I can't even find my phone. Where'd you get my phone? There it is. You get me talking about conspiracies and all this crazy stuff that's probably not true. and then I go and do that. All right, we got power snatch, push press, overhead squat. That's not bad. That's the front squat that I'm happy doing on the cleans. That's rough. All right, so 165. Oh my goodness, yep, that just ruined my day. Here I was feeling good after 365 on my clean and jerk. Or no, sorry, on my squat, 365 on my squat. And I go and do that. All right, good thing nobody watches these live streams. Okay, note to self. Anytime you're talking too much. Yeah. I'd feel even worse if you actually got hurt, but praise the Lord, nothing happened. Ugh, how embarrassing. Feel like my brain for talking is shut down. Oh. Yeah, I feel terrible. I don't have anything to say because that was stupid. Kind of just want to go home now. Ugh. Yep. The entire gym is looking at me saying, look at that idiot. Can't believe that guy. I can't believe myself. Absolutely terrible. Good thing there's a big rack here that caught it all. And it did have a clamp on one side that brought the whole bar down to the ground instead of flipping. Ugh. Okay. You guys see that? Leave me a comment. Let me see. Hopefully nobody saw it and nobody watches, so hopefully you guys didn't see it. Oh. Yep. I know people are going to say, that's why you shouldn't be live streaming when you're lifting. I just see it now. It definitely got me all pumped up in a bad way. All right, let's see if... I can't even think right now. I'm so mad. Good, nobody's watching. All right, let's go back to just lifting when we're talking. It was just back squats, so I could talk. When I'm snatching, it's harder to talk. Not happy. That clamp on? Nope. All right, I'm going to talk a lot less now. Not just in general, but like, I don't feel like talking right now because how stupid that was. All right, it's gonna be a boring rest of the live stream because probably not gonna talk all that much. Somebody left their water bottle. All right, yep, this is the boringest live stream. Let me stop talking. Yes, every day's leg day. would have been bad, or bad enough, when that happened, if I wasn't live streaming, but add insult to injury to the live stream at the same time. Gosh. Okay, let's move on, because if I stop talking about it, you guys probably won't go back and watch how stupid I am. All right, 176, which is 180. So it's 3 snatches, 3 push press from the snatch grip, and then 3 overhead squats. I feel so terrible that I think I'm gonna stop the live stream just so I could focus on it. Or should I not stop? What do you guys think? Like, I just feel terrible. All right, what is it? Oh, wait. 180. Oh. I almost hurt that dude. Another plate. There it is. Oh. All right. Well, that was stupid and terrible. I'm just walking to get some plates. Put all the 2.5s. Yep. So it's not that I don't want to talk, it's I don't have anything to say now. Like, my brain is not working. That's about as good as I can get. Just letting you know, it's... Oh. This is going to be boring. Well, let's keep going. I'm going to keep lifting. Okay. What do you guys think? Should I stop the live stream? Like, my brain wants to stop the live stream because I almost got somebody really hurt. I'm going to go back and delete all these so people don't see how terrible that was. It's hard for me to lift right now. All right, just do it. Oh. Oh. All right, here we go. I'm gonna lift. I'm just gonna keep going, even though I don't want to. All right, here we go. We got 180. No hook. Jeez. Kind of just want to go home. Not just turn off the live stream, start lifting. Like, all my, I guess, either adrenaline or desire to lift is out. I kept saying I never done that. I haven't. Like, that makes it any better. So not happy. All right, I'm thinking too much. Thinking too much. Say, do I bounce back from that? All right, it's done. It's done. He didn't get hurt. Praise the Lord. Learn your lesson. Move on. All right, what's the next weight? Gotta find my phone first. There it is. All right. Well, half thought is to 190 next. Half thought is to turn off the live stream, just try to salvage whatever the workout is. But I don't know. I kind of feel like obviously learn from that, but I never stop. I always try to end anything with a success or a win. Just like if you attempt something in sports and you strike out or do something not good and you don't do it. You don't just give up. You just keep going. Even though I feel terrible. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? I almost killed that guy. That would have been. Okay, time to move on. All right, if I turn off the live stream now, I feel like I'm giving up. It's still lift because that's what I do. All right, not gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna try not to talk about it, but more than likely I will. Here we go. Okay, so was this 190? Yeah, 190. No hook. Complex. $190, no hook. So we got these, then it's push press and overhead squat in this complex. A little forward, come on. Okay. I'm gonna crush that. Yeah, that complex, that gets to be cardio. Once you get in the, let's see, what is that? How many reps or different movements? 3 snatch, 3 push press, 3 overhead squats. That's 9 movements. Let's see what the next weight is. That was 190. What do we go next? 205. Ooh, they got 220. What? I don't know about that. Well, we'll try it. So 203 is the next weight, but we don't round down, always round up. Yep. Feeling like it's time to move on. Learn from it. Keep going. I wonder if anybody else watching saw that and thought, uh-oh, he better not take our plate off. Whoops. And then there it goes. Well, I take that back. When I said it's never happened, it almost happened one time. Same exact thing. Wasn't, but I wasn't live streaming. I was just lifting. Had 3 plates on one side. And I always have watched out for it and never have too many plates on one side. But I was taken off on accident, the last one, and it briefly started to move. And my buddies next to me, one of them saw it like he was thinking, I hope he doesn't take off that last plate. And he ran over as soon as I took off that last plate and saved it. Like it barely even moved. He saw it and called it. I was like, dude, thank you. I would have felt terrible. All right, so I'm doing hook, no hook. Tore my hand, my finger, and with doing no hook grip, it's harder, but we're gonna try it. All right, get back on this. Here we go. Okay, so we got 205, 3 snatch, 3 push press, 3 overhead squat. And this is not terrible. It's just, your heart starts racing when you do more movements in one thing. When I get to the clean and jerk, that's going to be terrible because then you have to front squat it, which is not fun. All right, 205. Let's try it. All right, 205. Let's see, no hook, how I do. It's okay, got a little forward on it. Got a little awkward, but with no hook grip, that's okay. Do no hook grip because my hand, I'm trying to let it heal. So normally I'd be able to do this power, which means I don't squat, but that's with hook grip. The bar is heavier, or sorry, it rolls in your hand when you don't do hook grip. So it's a little harder. Here we go. All right. All right. Talking a lot less today because I talked way too much in the beginning. All right, so we got 220 next. That's gonna be kind of hard. It's supposed to be 216, but I never round down, always round up. All right, here we go. I'll try 220 with no hook grip, but we'll see. Reason why I can't do hook grip, jacked up my finger, so anytime I wrap it around, it pushes right on that spot. So, can't do hook grip. All right, we're doing 220. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot more boring of a workout session for me because I'm not gonna be talking much. Only thing I can say is what comes to my mind, and that's the only thing I can think of is nothing. Okay, so 220, let's try it. Might put it on wrist straps if I can't hit these. We'll try it. 220. Man, my adrenaline just crashed. Here we go. Let's try 220. Big pull. Keep those hands moving. Head through. No hook grip. Got it forward, but didn't catch it. Was forward on it. So I'm gonna go and use straps because this is doing, just gotta make it through today. Yeah, I keep beating myself up over it. Gotta move on. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to move on from. All right, here we go. Yeah, my energy level is waning. That was one. Even though I missed the first one, I don't count it because I didn't hit it. I do 3. Oh. Hopefully I don't hurt myself. My energy's so low. Well, at least I did back squats first. Don't have to worry about those later. Good thing nobody watches these. I'd be embarrassed then. All right, full. Yep. Oh, my energy's gone. Should be able to knock that out, but what do you guys think? Like I should be able to hit that no problem. Combination doing something stupid. Almost hurting somebody. I mean, like, that's worse than a rookie move. I mean, I had a lot of weight on there. Yeah, I think even though, like, I would keep going, obviously I'm still going now, but with my lifting, energy so terribly off. I'm gonna go ahead and call it just so I don't hurt myself or somebody else, because just after that, don't go back and watch it. But you guys, thank you so much. I can't even look at the camera. All right, appreciate it.